Listen, I play tested, and I cannot wait for next season. Oh my god. It's just good note. Positive, good note.
Remember, Red, hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things. And no good thing ever dies.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and I'm still a tad sick today, so sorry if I sound a little nasally, but I have some very exciting news in regards to Wattson's Town takeover, what's going on with World's Edge on Fragment East and Fragment West, and most notably, something going on with Apex Legends with Titanfall being the core of its DNA that should have a lot of you excited. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's talk about Apex Legends. So it looks like Apex Legends is going to be going in a very unique way in the future of the game. Now, of course, we do know that we went over the other day that Wattson is looking to get a town takeover on the stormpoint map, somewhere near the lightning rod area, but something else that is going to be getting an update is going to be World's Edge. I did receive some information that it does look like the fragment area is going to be getting leveled quite a bit, and that the streamer building could also be looking forward to be taken out. Now, this was actually alluded to back in July by Rodney Reese, that there were some plans for fragment and the streamer building, as it ends up being a hot drop where a lot of people end up landing, and it kind of ends up just being a TDM mode, because for the teams that land on the outside, they just don't really run into any fights. This is obviously a way for Apex Legends and Respawn to make World's Edge a little bit more of a battle royale and to further diversify where people end up landing and really changing the flow of the game. A lot of people have complained about it, so it really makes a lot of sense this is finally coming in the near future. But something that I think is really interesting and that I'm looking forward to talking about today is the future of Apex Legends, most specifically new maps. Now, we know that we did get the brand new Broken Moon map. It is a lot of fun to play on, but it isn't exactly game changing. There is a new rail system, but other than that, nothing too crazy. However, in the future, Apex Legends is going to be heavily leaning into the Titanfall part of its world. As some of you may remember, a couple of seasons ago, Respawn did make a tweet that said Titanfall is the core of our DNA, and we saw that come when Ash joined the Apex Legends games, as she was a character from the Titanfall series. We've also seen Blisk, who runs the Apex games, make numerous appearances, and they are planning on doing even more with that LTM that's coming in soon that Kralrindo found a bunch of Titanfall 2 maps for. There's like 9 of them listed here, but what is going to be even crazier is that it does look like in the far future, Apex Legends is going to be adding in a Titanfall map. I was actually told it was called the District, which is a map from the Titanfall series. I couldn't find any information online. The closest I could find is Angel City that has a harbor district. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know what the district is if they have heard about it. But one of the most unique functions about what I was told about this map is that it will have some form of wall running for all the legends. It will not be tied to a Legends kit. This actually lines up with what Daniel Klein said at one point about they would never put wall running and double jumping on a full legend. And it's important to look at the little nuance there that they do not want to make it part of a Legends kit, but it could very well be part of a map structure. And to be honest, from when I play Titanfall, you couldn't really play a lot of these maps, even in the ones that Kralrindo found, unless you had wall running. Otherwise, they just don't function very well. And even if you were to take the quote where Klein said they are sugar high abilities, which can be very fun but decrease replayability, it is important to know that Daniel Z. Klein is no longer actually with the studio. He was terminated on August 10th, I believe, 2021, for some issues that he got into with old blog posts. It's also important to note that even though Respawn says one thing, it doesn't always end up being that way. For instance, Respawn devs very clearly stated they had no plans to bring Titans into the Battle Royale anytime soon. But you have to read between the lines, because very clearly the head director of Respawn a couple of months later said that they have tried Titans a few different times in building prototypes through Apex, but there were balance issues. Hell, we have even seen leaks from Bias 12, which showed an early kit for a future legend named Blisk, where he was able to summon in a Titan that would work as kind of a sentry weapon. It wasn't able to be piloted or moved around, but it is very clear that even though that there are things that are publicly said by Respawn, that they are in fact testing it and trying ways to put into the game before making any official public confirmation. And wall running really does fit in this game in my personal opinion. There's already the ability to wall run, and the mechanic is built into the game, as we can see with the Halloween mode that we play every year. And having a map dedicated to Titanfall with the strong history there with Respawn in this studio would be quite the game changer, and I think be a lot of fun. But like I said, this isn't planned until either season 19 or season 23. It's still very much a work in progress. Respawn is about usually 2 maps ahead once the current one releases, which is Broken Moon. So we're going to be waiting a while to officially see this, but if it does come in, I think it is going to be very, very fun and could be a complete game changer for Apex Legends. Let me know down below, how do you feel about the Wattson Town takeover, the World's Edge changes, and most notably, how do you feel about more Titanfall content in the Apex Legends game and universe? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.